Hey everyone, welcome to day 72, I hope. Today we've got Bitcoin pretty much the same place where it was at just yesterday, around the 60,000 zone, using that 60,000 as its support. Today it did see a bit of an increase though. We did reach a low of $59,836.17. So, Middle East has got a lot of stuff going on at the moment, which we will cover soon. And I did leave this here, but we're not actually in the trade. I was trying to see, this is from last night, trying to see if I could find an entry here. We were actually a bit lower, right? Approximately the same, right? But we were too low at that time, and I wanted to wait for us to, make our upswing and then the downswing, which didn't happen till like something 3 a.m. like over here. Oh, this is the upswing I was waiting for it to complete. Sorry. So this is from yesterday, 2nd of October. Around midnight, 3 a.m. That's when things started going down. That was my signal for entry. Of course, I wasn't awake at 3 a.m. So this morning I woke up a little sad that everything played out during midnight and I didn't have a chance to enter the trade. I drew this out this morning. I could have entered it, but I got distracted and I didn't enter it on my main account I'm talking about. But here, we're technically approaching that same level, and I would still say the downside does technically prevail. This downtrend still has not been successfully broken, at least in the larger time frames. So, I could even just micro adjust this if I really wanted to. Like, it's still technically there. Once we do close out above this Fibonacci level 61,374, or actually the support that we got from the analyst who used 61,620, that would confirm a reversal in the trend, and we can start seeing higher levels from there. But for now, the downside does prevail, and this drop happened this morning, actually, 59,836. I finally got my trigger order, which makes me happy on my main account, so that's technically positive. But I still have a lot more trigger orders waiting down below over here, which has not yet happened. That can still happen, I feel like, because the tensions in the Middle East are still very high. It has not gone lower, but in any way. So we'll be reviewing that in just a moment. I do want to see if I can find an entry for tonight because I really like the price action of this. So we'll see. I also don't want to enter it too late because then I'd have to stretch out the operation a lot further, and that just stresses me out when I could have entered here a couple of times today, but I've been busy this afternoon anyway. So what's been going on? Why has Bitcoin taken another dip right over here this morning? Well, Israel has struck a Russian air base in Syria for the first time. So they attacked warehouses of the Russian Khmeimim air base shortly after an Iranian plane unloaded its weapons for Hezbollah. So the Russian air defenses did see those missiles. They tried intercepting it, but they failed, and those missiles landed on that Russian air base. Of course, who does this anger the most? Well, Vladimir Putin is not happy about this. So now Russia is technically able to enter this war in the Middle East, which just increases the tensions by 1,000,000%. We were expecting this to just stay within the Middle East, sure, Russia helps Iran, sure, United States and NATO countries help Israel so that Israel Iran can fight each other kind of deal. We're still waiting for a response from Israel from Iran's attack a couple days ago. And yeah, still nothing yet. So that might happen very soon. Not tonight. Biden said that it's not going to happen tonight, at least. So what does Putin do in light of all this? He asks for the immediate evacuation of any Russian citizens to get out of Israel. That's a threat and a half, right? So Russia has urgently called on its citizens to leave Israel after that Israel airstrike. Yeah, we know. They have 1.5 million Russians living in Israel, and the Kremlin is warning them to get out of there before tensions escalate further. So this means that it suggests that a significant development may be on the horizon. They're taking no chances in protecting their people. So, something big can be coming. So, that kind of spooks the market a little bit, causing a lot of normal assets to just drop off, but other reserve assets to go up in price, right? Like gold or oil or natural gas. I'll talk about a bit about that later. Here's also, Israeli forces discovering Russian weapons in service with the Hezbollah terrorist organization. So, like, Russia's literally giving them weapons as well. Maybe they give it to Iran, and Iran gives Hezbollah the weapons to attack Israel, because Hezbollah has been just constantly attacking Israel nonstop. Matter of fact, they're sick and tired of their Hezbollah leaders, that every time a new leader comes in, this is the third one, by the way, he just got killed, like right just now, tonight. Hezbollah leader who replaced the previous new leader, who was eliminated after he replaced the previous leader who was eliminated tonight. I hope you understand what that means. Basically, one Hezbollah leader gets killed, another one replaces him that same day, and he also gets killed that same day. A couple days pass, a new leader is on, and he just gets killed right now as well. So yeah, Israel is not messing around here, and they're likely going to go for Iran next. Of course, Iran is still supplying Hezbollah. That's why they attacked that Russian. It just happened to be a Russian air base where those weapons supply landed, and they just had to attack that. And now Putin is not happy about that. So there goes the Middle East, possible World War III there. At least, we have some neighboring countries like Saudi Arabia, Qatar, the United Arab Emirates, Bahrain, and Kuwait have declared their neutrality to Iran in its conflict with Israel. And they will also not allow the United States to use their air bases against Iran. So, if the United States wants to also get some of that action, they're going to have to find a different way. Cool, fair enough. Here's some news that Biden said today, is that they're discussing, well, he leaked it, I guess. He's not supposed to say this, but he did say it, because the main question was, okay, sure, Israel is going to retaliate against Iran. What are they going to target? Are they going to target civilians? Are they going to target nuclear facilities? Are they going to target oil and gas reserves or something else, right? Well, yeah, Biden's already leaked that it's going to be Iran's oil facilities. I've mentioned this before. Iran is main infrastructure is exporting oil, stuff like that, those kinds of natural resources. And it seems like Israel is going to be attacking their pocket, right? Because that's where they get their money. Iran can go broke again, as it was under Donald Trump before Iran was broke. And they can't fund these other terrorist organizations to attack Israel. Because even Donald Trump has said this, Iran was broke. He had sanctions upon them. He told China, hey, if you buy oil from Iran, we're going to, put a lot of tariffs on you, whatever. It's not worth it for other people to do business with Iran. If they also try to do business in the United States, they're going to get charged a lot more for doing that. Some sanctions like that Trump had in place, which Biden is also trying to put back into order, because he took them off once he became president. So yeah, and during that time, there was no wars, as everybody mentions. Iran was broke. They couldn't fund any terrorist organizations to commit any attacks. Well, now Biden has lifted those restrictions, or he did once he assumed office, and lifts those restrictions, accidentally sends them money, or sends them $6 billion, just donating money for literally no reason. They're literally funding the wars at this point. So that's what we know so far. What does this do? Is it also just causes the price of oil to spike up, which we can see right here. I did note this from yesterday. We have a chance at breaking this downtrend that oil has seen for a long period of time. And that actually happened today, right? It broke out of it and is starting to head upwards now, because of the increasing tensions that there might not be enough oil to supply the world now. So it's becoming more scarce, possibly, right? This is just something normal that happens during the time of war. Not saying that war is normal, but this is just stuff that happens. Cool. On top of that, this is also another reason why stuff is going up, like oil, because of the port strikes that there currently is in the United States. Places like Costco are running out of toilet paper, paper towels. People are getting scared that there's going to be shortages of everything again. In New York City, too. Like, I was literally there, how long ago? A week, 2 weeks ago? And I'm going back there next month. It's going to be a bit wild to see that if, Costco is empty because people are paranoid and overbuying. Yeah. Huge lines at Costco's as well due to the fears of shortages. So, anyways, what else we got? Oh yeah, another reason why there is shortages is because of Hurricane Helene. I think I announced this yesterday. I didn't announce it. I shared it yesterday that Kamala announced that FEMA will be providing federal relief in the form of only $750 to families affected by Hurricane Helene. Now, people, of course, like I mentioned, were outraged by this because she's giving what is that, $1 billion to Ukraine, $8 billion to Israel, 567 million to Taiwan, and only $750 for people, American people who lost everything in the hurricane. And people are saying, you know what, she is not putting America first. You know what, she can do that. More people will vote Trump, I hope. I don't know, because of that. I mean, even Elon Musk is doing more for the people. He enabled Starlink to work in affected areas, regardless if a payment has been made or not, right? He's giving Starlink free service to the affected area for free to help in this disaster zone at the request of Sean Hendricks, which, if you don't know, this guy was in Mr. Beast videos. He survived 100 days in a circle and 7 days on an island. That's what he does. And he asked for help for Elon Musk, and Elon Musk actually replied and gave him the help he needed, which is nice. Speaking of as well, Trump, well, this is just something separate that I saw. Iranian plot to assassinate Trump was actually an FBI setup. We don't even know who to trust anymore. We got to protect Trump at all costs, so, they don't try to kill him again or something. Fake news media, MSNBC, admits, there's a producer there that admits he had a hidden camera. He went on a date with someone and she was filming him say this stuff. So the producer, this guy right here, admits that the network is brainwashing and dumbing down their viewers in efforts to get Kamala elected. They're trying to amplify, right? It just said they're making Kamala seem more popular because they're more pro-Democrat is the idea. So you can't even trust the media these days. Crazy stuff like that's been going on. Anyways, let's move on to some crypto news. I'm also still sick, by the way. I'm a little better, but not as great. I still think I need a day or two to recover. Franklin Templeton submits a proposal for a Bitcoin and Ethereum index ETF to the US Securities Exchange Commission. That is interesting. So it's the first ETF that would combine both Bitcoin and Ethereum into a single fund, and that's pending approval at the moment. It would be a great alternative option to invest in, something that actually I would actually consider investing in myself, right? Because you have already Bitcoin ETFs and we have Ethereum ETFs, which sure, they're great and all, but why buy an ETF if I could just buy the actual asset? I would rather do that, right? Not just have exposition to the price fluctuations of that asset. And this instead is going to combine the two. Actually, I could just buy both of them. What am I even talking about? But still, it gives more options, gives more people the options, I guess, to buy a combination of both, which would be great. I even heard something about there's like a top 10 index of cryptos. Like it's gonna have the top 10 coins like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Ripple, Cardano. I'm trying to name these off the top of my head. I'm assuming Avalanche, Toncoin, Chainlink, Near, and Binance. I hope that's the top 10. I don't know, could be it. But yeah, something like that. I'm trying to exclude as obviously the stable coins. But yeah, apparently that exists. That would be something interesting. But also, like, why invest in that if you can just buy those coins yourself. Maybe because, somebody else is going to manage the portfolio for you. Sure, that could be a reason why, but yeah, ultimately it's up to the investor what they want to invest in, I guess. Oh yeah, here's just a little thread that I found interesting. First of all, this guy's dumb for closing his Bitcoin long position he has held since 34,000 till here, which is above 60,000. He's calling it a legendary trade. Bro, just wait like one more month. This will be 70,000. But hey, he can do whatever he wants there. And you'll notice, right? Wait, 100x? Okay, that's crazy. Anyways, he has a liquidation price at 35,000. If he bought it at 34,000, how does his liquidation price increase to 35,000? This guy even commented on that. And the reason apparently is because funding fees can actually raise the liquidation price above the entry price, that's just something interesting that I just learned today. You learn something new with this whole futures thing that we got going on. Here's what I've DCA'd into so far. We were plus 500, I think, yesterday, or maybe less. I don't even remember. We're plus 488 right now. I hope we enter this kind of zone right here, because I'd be willing to buy into this and short it. I don't know if it would be too late at this point, but hey, if my plan still stays the same as what I wanted to do this morning, then I would still be entering this trade. We're still technically in this downtrend, although we are fighting in this zone at the moment to break out of it. I don't think that's going to happen. There's still tensions in the Middle East. No real reason for, short term for this to spike up in price. So, but we do have like long-term reasons why, which I'll get into right here. US elections, 33 days away. The Fed is cutting another 50 basis point, cutting their interest rates in the United States, which will get more money flowing in the economy. China, the rest of the world are also cutting their interest rates. China, of course, we know got a lot of stimulus and, stimulus checks to their banks and everything to boost the economy. And it looks like it is working because their indices are still spiking upwards, which is insane. And also we're getting FTX repayments, $16 billion cash coming soon. It's all bullish from here, right? Q4 will be very bullish. Sure, we did start a little bit low, a lot lower actually, but that's all because of this war. You see all this red stuff going on. It's because of the war, which I really don't think it's going to escalate too much from here, like personally though. And of course, nobody would want that anyways. We're actually approaching this. I kind of want to enter a short trigger price. I'm just going to put in the details that I see right here. Figure out the margin later. Can I change this? USDT profit level. Don't copy my trades, by the way. I don't know what I'm doing. And stop level. And I also have to do this for Ethereum and Solana, which I also did look into. We risk $100. 106, yeah. Let's go. Let's see if we get that. If it does, great. If it drops, whatever. Let it drop. It should hit it. It's dropping at the moment. Let me go to a shorter time frame, 15 minutes. Okay, well, I should have just bought at the spot price at that moment. Whatever. And here's just one last bit of interesting information. Is HBO is releasing a documentary coming out October 8th. That's next Tuesday. Yeah, next week, Tuesday. They're coming out with a documentary about Bitcoin's mysterious creator, Satoshi Nakamoto. If you don't know this, I mean, nobody knows this. Bitcoin was created by an anonymous person named Satoshi Nakamoto, and nobody knows who this person is, but they hold the most amount of Bitcoin out of everybody that holds Bitcoin, and that's 1 million Bitcoin that they have. There's other people that are very close, right? Couple 100,000 Bitcoins. No, not 100,000. Yeah, 100,000 Bitcoins before they reach 1 million. Some exchanges, some fund managers like BlackRock, Grayscale, exchanges like Coinbase and Binance, governments like US government and Chinese government, they're the ones that hold the most Bitcoin, right? But 1 million Bitcoin is held by Satoshi Nakamoto, and nobody knows who this person is. We're probably never going to know, but apparently HBO claims that they finally uncovered the true identity. Maybe that's just clickbait, honestly. No, really, nobody knows. Did we execute? No, we did not. It's like so close to executing. Just do it. Just a little bit more. This is funny. Okay, there we go. Right? It still says trigger order. What are you doing? No, there it is. Okay, now just don't go up from here. That's all. I'm changing this to over here, and we're dropping this to entry price 6738.25. Sure. 199. Why is it 199? I'm changing this to... You know what? I'm actually just going to change this. Yeah. What's my stop level now? It's this. Modify that right now. There, that's my new stop level. Literally the same. Okay, it doesn't really matter then. This might have been a mistake, actually. Because it's kind of attacking that trend line. Let's just hope we don't close over that. We got 6 minutes. Alright, cool. Well, that's all I have for news, it seems like. Give me 1 second here. Alright, cool. No, we're good. We're good. So, what else is new? Let's take a look at what the ETFs are doing. I've not checked that in a minute. Well, a lot of selling. BlackRock is selling. Why is BlackRock selling? 13 million. It's not too bad. Who is this? Why you sell 144 million? Fidelity selling $144 million, causing a $242 million outflow in total. That was the 1st of October. This was, yeah, this was war day, right? First day of October, war. Second day of October, BlackRock selling. What is this? Bitwise and ARK also set 60 million from ARK. Also 84 the previous day. That's crazy. So a total of 64 million. Wait, who had an inflow? Oh, here. Fidelity had a $21 million inflow. Today, it's looking like an outflow day. We didn't get numbers from BlackRock yet, or Valkyrie. We don't care about Valkyrie. And Grayscale, of course, they're still selling, but not as much, if you'll notice. Okay, 20 million and 40 million, sure. But there's a lot of days where it's 0, or like 8 million, 7 million, 5 million, 0, 0. But they're obviously the ones that sold the most ever. 20,000 million. That means $20 billion in total of what they've sold, which is crazy, crazy amounts. BlackRock is the biggest buyer. In total, it's a net positive, which is a good thing. But recently, October has been 3 outflow days coming from the ETFs. I don't even want to look at Ethereum. Ethereum is going to be devastating. Or dead, actually. It's actually having an inflow day. Well, 18 million inflow from BlackRock. Sure, not too bad. I have not checked Ethereum. Okay, that's dangerous. Let's see what Ethereum is doing. It's down 1% today. It's spiking. Everything is spiking up at this very second for whatever reason. I think it's going to be short-lived, though. That's definitely looking like overbought territory on the RSI. Current price is 2,361. Hey, if I'm feeling confident about this, I could probably enter right here. But I'm not going to. It's too far. I should have entered when this happened right up here. This is supposed to be my entry price. But here, you can see the swings in greater detail here. We got our downswing officially at like 1 a.m. this morning. 2 a.m., 3 a.m. was when things actually started heading to the downside. And that would have been my signal to enter this. But no, I was not awake at that time, if you were wondering. Sure, so we're making a swing that goes against the trend at the moment. The overall trend is still downwards. We still have a major zone to break before we, call any victory towards the upside from here. Let me go to a bit of a macro time scale because I want to draw our new downtrend that has formed. I think this one's a bit steeper, and we might actually be breaking it at the moment. We are. No, we're not. I feel like something like this would have to be broken. Gosh, this looks terrible. I dislike this price action from Ethereum. Sure, so that's what we got for now for Ethereum. And I've drawn all these support and resistance levels from the analyst views, which I feel like would still be the same. Intraday, actually Ethereum is looking towards the upside in the intraday. And this comes from 8:05 p.m. What are they expecting? May rise to 2,419, which is right at this zone. Hey, if it does, 2,454 would be next, which means right below this. If that's the case, we're breaking this downtrend and heading upwards, which I don't know if that's actually going to happen. I can't draw an actual better downtrend line. Something like this, I assume, but it's technically been broken and we're ranging sideways. Sure, we are spiking up at the very moment, but I don't think it's going to be that long. Things are turning a little bit green. Binance, I saw that. Bitcoin turning a little bit green. Solana also spiking up at this very second. Current price is $138.19. It's still down 2.70%. I wonder what it's from. Can I check? Do we have any news? No, what are you doing? Get out. 1 hour ago, $32 billion catastrophe continues for Ethereum. Bitcoin limbo for 200 days. Ripple showed weirdest performance in the last 7 days. Fun fact, last year, Ripple was worth 55 cents at one point. Today, Ripple is worth 52 cents. Yeah, we're technically around the same levels. Like, Ripple has just been flat for like the longest time ever. You see this price action? It's just been in a range this whole time. Sure, we got a nice spike in volatility over here. 96 cents. It went from 46 cents to 96 cents. What is the percentage? 73% in 1 day. That's the only good thing I see about Ripple, is that suddenly, just like out of nowhere, it's just gonna spike up, like out of nowhere. Either that or it just spikes down, right? But other than that, it's technically, I would call this like a stable coin, honestly. It's just been very flat. This is July. I can go to a weekly chart. Yeah, this looks a bit better on the eyes. Yep, so crazy stuff for Ripple. Not very interesting at this time, I would say. Still an interesting entry over here, which I did take advantage of, and I have some lower trigger orders for when it reaches this and this price, approximately. I don't remember exactly where. Actually, I do know. But right, XRP, USD. I had it on this chart, I think. No, I did not. Never mind. I might have just looked at a fib level from over here. Let me find it, because I'd like to share it. Yeah, it is at this level. So this is where one of my entries was. Second entry over here, third entry down here, fourth down here. And I'm not spending a single cent in Ripple anymore from there. Yeah, so one level over here, one level over here, one more over here. I already got this one. I did not buy here, here, or here. Those are my possibly sell levels. I'll sell when it spikes up in price, which happens eventually. If you didn't know by now, Ripple is kind of coming down because the SEC, what is it? They appealed their case, so now Ripple is back in court. Gary Gensler does not want to let go of Ripple, and coincidentally, it happened at the very moment where a Ripple ETF was filed. So I guess that's like their polite way of rejecting that Ripple ETF. Pretty funny. Their stablecoin is still in the works. Let me find This thing. There should be some news about it, probably. No, no, no. Well, here's the appeal case in focus. They're making stablecoin. What was it called? RLUSD, something terrible. Like they also named it something terrible. I dislike the name, the ticker of it. I'm sick of RLUSD. It's probably not even live at the moment. It's not. Oh, but it is here with PayPal for some reason. What is this? It's on a decentralized exchange. This should be flat, right? Oh, there's no price history. Okay. Yeah, fair enough. It's not out yet. They're still working on it. SUI is also something I do want to analyze and look into, because it's actually catching my attention. Blockchain explain. Is this the future of decentralized networks? So it's technically like, I would say, a competitor to Solana. Try to picture it that way. I'm interested. I'm actually going to read about this. What is the SUI network? It's a novel blockchain platform designed to tackle industry challenges such as scalability, speed, and cost. Yeah, same thing with Solana. Launched in May 2023, so it's much newer. It's by Mistin Labs, a company founded by former Meta engineers involved in Facebook's DM project, formerly known as Libra. I don't know that. SUI was built to deliver a decentralized situation capable of processing a high volume of transactions with minimal delay. That's good. So L2 solution, is that an L2? Or is it an L3? I think it's an L2. Does it mention that here? L2, L1, L0, L3? Nope. Well, I might be mistaken about what this means. One of SUI's standout features is its parallel transactions processing. While similar technology is used by other networks, yeah, like Solana and Avalanche, sure. SUI distinguishes itself by reducing the complexity of coordination between validators. I just slapped my microphone, I'm sorry. Okay, so they're reducing the complexity of coordinations between validators. What the heck does that mean? I guess, like, simplifying encryption? I don't know. I guess that's the kind of idea I'm getting from it. Part of this, SUI introduces an object-centric model. Doesn't just allow for more granular transaction processing, it also allows digital assets to evolve and change over time, rather than remain static. Okay. It's ideal for NFTs, GameFi, DeFi, where assets frequently need to be updated or modified. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. In comparison, blockchains like Solana, Avalanche, they're optimized for speed, but they lack this kind of flexibility in handling dynamic data. That's true. I've heard that Avalanche, I think, is going into more gaming kind of stuff. That's why they've been falling behind, because gaming on blockchain has not been so popular. But, you know, maybe SUI can boost that sector, I would assume, as well as other stuff. Solana's already good with DeFi and NFTs. Well, maybe. I don't know if they're good with NFTs. I think Avalanche is more NFTs. Anyways, as of September 2024, which is last month, SUI has seen remarkable growth. Yeah, I'd seen that too, boasting over 18.19 million active accounts and having processed more than 4.58 billion transactions. That's a lot of transactions. So this isn't just a little side project. It's actually pretty famous. These figures highlight the strong adoption of SUI among developers and users, particularly for dApps that demand both high performance and low latency. This talks about the blockchain, too much technical stuff that you guys probably don't care about. Tokenomics, Bidenomics, use cases, DeFi, gaming, NFT, supply chain tracking, history, how to buy, the future. As an investor, you should be interested in the future of whatever asset you're buying. Looking ahead, SUI aims to enhance its already strong foundation by further optimizing its consensus mechanisms and launching several initiatives. The SUI blog provides updates on future plans and developments. The ecosystem is likely to expand its support for zero-knowledge rollups and other Layer 2 solutions. Okay, so it is a Layer 2. I just didn't write it properly. I wrote L2, whatever. Which will improve transaction scalability, reduce costs even further. Okay, not sure how I feel about this, because I like Solana as an L2. Avalanche is there too, but it's not as popular in my opinion. And I feel like everything else is just generally overshadowed by other... Like, there's just so many L2 options. You could use Polygon, you could use Phantom, which I hope both of those also do well. And then you've also got Sui in here. I feel like there's too many L2s. Sui is also focusing on expanding its DeFi ecosystem to enable new financial products, services, and enhance developer tools for creating innovative dApps. Additionally, there are plans to deepen partnerships with major gaming companies and explore AI integrations for decentralized applications. Cool. Okay. It's still a good project, though. Like, it reminds me a lot of Phantom. And Phantom is also getting an upgrade to its blockchain soon. They're changing to Sonic, and their ticker is also changing to S, just S. It's going to be SUSDT, which is interesting. And it has been performing well, at least in the last month. In the last 30 days, it's gone up 64%, which is crazy recovery. It was at 20-something cents, I remember. And when it was at that price, I didn't want to know anything about it, but I still bought into it for whatever reason. And then it rose to 73 cents or something. I could check right here. It doesn't show me here. Show me 7 days, because this is recent. 76 cents. Crazy growth. From 27, I think, to 76. Show me 1 year chart. What was the lowest point here? Yeah, 29 cents to 76, 70. Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good. And oh yeah, so I did buy that big dip anyways, and hey, I made a lot of my money back, so I'm happy. But as the moment, I don't think I have any more positions on Phantom. Like I sold it all on the peak that we just recently had, like right over here. I sold most of my Phantom, and I've got trigger orders ready to buy again. We're still at 62. I think I have it like below 50, around that kind of area. Cool, that's my market analysis. And that up movement seems to be short-lived. How's our current trade in Bitcoin going? Oh, well, it went dangerously close to the side that we were not hoping for it to go. That's crazy how this could just happen. The volatility on cryptocurrency. That's what we all signed up for here. How are we right now? We're losing $27. All right. I don't know. I feel like I should be doing something different with my whole strategy thing. Because I have been keeping journal, if you haven't known. Let me show. I didn't have it open because I don't have any active trades. Get this out of here. Okay, let me show you. Flashbang. Month of September, bad. Month of October, good. Probably. I do have to change this. 120. 135. Okay, hold on. Might be an error in my coding. What did I just say? 135? Yes. 135. Let me see if I'm... Oh. Nope, well, that's not what we want to do. Is this already fixed? Or what? Hang on, because I feel like there was something wrong with this before. Okay, hold on. 32... From 21 until 32, that's 1 month, which is the month of June, yes. 33, 69 to 119, 120 until 135, so this has to be changed to 135. And something else probably as well. I'm assuming this. I'm assuming all three, right? 35 and this one. I'm just editing this freaking code. Okay, so we reached that point, and then from here it should be 136 sell, which I might have to modify. 136. Actually, this is automatically fixed. I don't know, because before it was like not working. I'm just going to leave it at that for now. If there is an error, then I'll definitely find a way to fix. And just to confirm, yes, it was those three that I had to change. Okay. All right, well, right now, I mean, the idea of this is we started at 10,000. So this is my main point. Sorry for getting off track. But yeah, we start off with 10,000. We did really well. We reached 12,000 at one point. And then we dropped to 10,100. Back to where we started, pretty much. From here, I figured, you know what? This whole trading thing is probably not working. But that's probably my bad psychology. I've got to get past that. Stick with one good strategy because I have been changing it quite a lot. So the actual strategy I am using is literally just price action at this point, based off of intuition. I'll see how that goes for a while. If not, then I will, I don't know, find a different way. Okay, well, seems like we did close above this trend line, but we'll see how long we can maintain it. Maybe we can probably just adjust that. At least that's what I hope. But yeah, we'll see. The downside still prevails. Super trend is still towards the downside, even in the 1 hour chart. So we're good. But this is our next resistance, 62,600. We break that, we go higher. Not, we suffer, we go lower. Well, I won't suffer. I'm ready for the drop, and I'm hoping it does. Alright, well, that's all we have. Thanks for watching. I'm going to end it here, and I'll see you guys.